face. Let it shine, just let it. You're all that matters to me.
Hello. Hello. Oh, welcome. Nice to see you again. How are you doing? It's the summer term. Summer term 2021. Yes, I am really looking forward to this term. I'm not messing about now. Here we are, week 1. Yes, we're still virtual for now. So if you are rejoining us this term after an extended break, welcome back. We have missed you, okay? So these next 5 weeks before the half term are gonna be grand, and we've got this brilliant new song to start us off with. Hold Back the River, James Bay. When I move through the teaching of your voice part, you're going to see the lyrics appear on screen, but it may be that you've printed off your own copy so you can make some notes. This hair has not had a cut yet in about 4 months, so enjoy it while it lasts, because I'm going on Friday. Okay, are we ready? Let's get started. Hold Back the River. Beautiful. Okay, this song, there's no soloist, whole choir song, and in this week's video tutorial we're going to be looking at verse 1, chorus 1 and verse 2. Yeah, that is what we are turning our attention to. The harmony split, you have got a soprano, upper, lower alto and bass, but for a lot of what we're about to look at, you've got a 2-part harmony situation going on. So sopranos and altos singing as one voice, bass and lower altos as another, but it does go into 3 parts and beyond as well. So what I'd love to do is just play that section of the song that we're going to be looking at before we break it on down. So let's have a listen. Quick introduction. We start this song in unison, so the timing of the lyrics will be really important that we all stay together.
Try to keep you close to me, but life got
It's the end of this phrase,
between.
between. Okay, now we've got the 2-part harmony coming in.
Tried to square not being there, but things that I should have been.
So we now go back into unison, I think.
Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I
Oh,
can stop
harmony.
for a minute and
So
see
dynamic,
where you
it gets a bit
hide.
louder.
Hold back the river,
And it
hold back.
Softens right down before we go into verse 2, which is different.
Once upon a different life, we
More harmony.
rode our bikes into the sky.
Into the sky.
But now
And some
we
changes in
go
rhythm there.
against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by.
Boom, there it is. That is what we're looking at for today. So we're going to carry on now and have a look at what your voice part is doing. Bass. How are you doing? How's that singing voice of yours? How are those low notes? You've been looking after them? Singing along to Barry White since we last were together. Let's see. So we're going to go into the top of Hold Back the River, verse 1, and along with the lower altos, we take care of this first line. Tried to keep you close to me. Rhythm then, you've got try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Make sure you pay attention to where the breath marks are. If I just sing that line to you, then you'll get the idea. You got try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Sing it with me. Tried to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Yeah, just pay attention. Notice the little things at this point. make sure you're landing accurately on the notes. Try to keep you close rather than try to keep you close. I think that might start to creep in, especially if you know the original. Yep, so landing on those notes accurately. Try to keep, breathe, you close to me, but life got in between. Great start. We carry on, and this is when the upper altos and the sopranos join us. And this is also where we turn our lyric line along with the lower altos into more like a harmony. So, same kind of rhythm. Try to square, not being there, but think that I should have been. Just a few little extra syllables to fit in at the end there. We had the same starting note, but rather than continuing to climb, da da da, like you do in the first line, we need to remember to dip down. Try to square. That is a pivotal moment, yeah? Make a note of it. Try to square here, not being there. So you can hear it's the same shape, but you're now in this sort of lower harmony. Let's just put that together. 2, 3, 4. Try to square, not being there. Have a listen. But think that I should have been. Should have been. So we are sitting in some lower notes there. For us bass, it's a breeze, isn't it? Lower altos though will perhaps be kind of going, oh, okay, we're nurturing some slightly lower notes there. Let's just sing back what we've got so far. Yep. So the rhythm is feeling very repetitive, but it's that second line when we're joined by the upper altos and the sopranos that we have to remember to actually drop the note down to create a harmony. Yeah. Little introduction. Why note? Why note? Why not? Are you ready? Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Yeah, next line. Try to square, not being there, but think that I should have been. I almost didn't know what the words are. I should know this song really well, lyrically speaking, and I'll tell you why a bit later on in this video, but it escapes me, so I don't know how you find you get on with this. But think that I should have been. And that is verse 1. Verse 1 down. So before we have a look at chorus 1, we're going to sing verse 1 with the track. Nice bit of simple electric guitar. All right. Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Here comes the harmony. Try to square, not being there, but think that I should have been. Yeah? Let's try it one more time. So we are catching the T on the word but. That is in there. Try to keep. Try to, it's really soft as well. You close to me, but life got in between. Try to square, we drop the note. Try to square, not being there, but think that I should have been. Beautiful, should have been. Nothing is loud at this point here, so we start softly. That second line then, when the rest of the choir come in, we build up a little bit dynamically, and just the catching of the T's. Try to keep you close to me, but life. God in between, so there's a soft T on got. Try to square, not being there, but think. Again, it's that harder T on the but. I'm just sort of matching it up with what you hear in your downloads. We like to pay attention to detail. Yes, we do. Right then, everybody, we are ready to go forth into chorus 1. Chorus 1 is short and sweet, and I would say bass and lower altos, we're sort of maintaining what would be also described as the tune. We've just come out of verse 1, we've sung should have been. Hold. So there's a quick breath and we're all in, the whole choir, for the start of this chorus. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I. Enjoy that percussive feel around those lyrics. Bass, we're singing. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Let's sing it. 2, 3. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I. Just carried on there. Hold back the river so I. Into that second half then, we are still dropping the note, whereas upper altos and sopranos are opening it out a little bit, so we do start to hear again some more harmony. Let's try top of chorus 1, hold back the river, and again that quick hold, hold, just to kind of give it that little pushed feeling. Ready? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I. Beautiful. After that, I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river. So if we go into the second half of the chorus, dynamics are being quite expressive here. Nothing's gone loud in this song yet, so we've started the song softly, we've got a little bit louder, we go into chorus 1 moderately quiet. As we go into the can stop for a minute and see where you hide, we've grown in volume there, so have a listen. Still, we're kind of in these lower notes. Can stop for a minute and see where you hide. So you're right down there, bass. Can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Just sing that with me. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back the river. So again, you can hear perhaps the volume is a little bit more forthcoming here. But then we finish chorus 1, we drop the dynamic right down. Hold back. Yep, so we've got this. Can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. So we've got a strong message there, but we soften our message as we come out of chorus 1. Let's try it with the piano. Yeah. Hold back. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Yeah, so make sure that dynamically you're remembering to just take your foot off the gas. What I'd love to do is sing now everything we've got so far with the track. Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Very nice. Try to swear not being there, but think that I should have been. Into chorus 1. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. quite low, these notes then. Can't stop for a minute. Maybe as a female bass, you just have to just release the sound at that point. Don't push against it. Can't stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Marvellous. You can hear them, verse 1 and chorus 1, quite short, aren't they? Quite short and concise. And we've only, as of yet, either been singing in unison or two-part harmony. Let's have a look at verse 2. For verse 2, and things are evolving. It's like the sun is really starting to rise now, and that's sort of felt in more harmonies. And I also find the lyrics in verse 2 are quite nostalgic, like kind of fond childhood memories. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. Because, I did that all the time in my youth. I haven't ridden a bicycle in a long time. I do worry what would happen if I started to try to ride a bike now. Bass, we kind of maintain the sort of same rhythm in verse 1, but our notes are familiar but yet not the same. Let's have a look, shall we? You've just come out of chorus 1 and we've sung hold back the river, hold back, and we get that. So it's a little brief 1 bar of music before it comes round into verse 2. Let's just sing through that first line. Once upon, yeah, have a listen. Once upon a different life. A different life and a different melody line there. Same starting note. Once upon, listen, a different life. We reach up into that note. A different life. And kind of nudging the lyrics. Once upon a different life. Then from here, we rode our bikes into the sky. We rode our bikes into the sky. Should we try that together a few times, bass? Top of verse 2. Once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once upon a different life. We rode our bikes into the sky. Sing it again, so we got it. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. Great, okay. So, as we move forward then, bass, actually, you're the only voice part that kind of starts the next line in the sort of same rhythmic pattern. But now we crawl against the tide. Those different days, distant days are flashing by. What you hear, bass, is but now. Yeah, so we sing it first, but now, and then the rest of the choir are kind of coming in later. But you don't need to worry about that now. Let's just worry about what we are singing, bass. But now, same starting note. But now we caught. Yeah, hear how you're pushing over those notes? Try it with me. But now we caught. Yeah. Against the tide. Let's go from the top. Not the top of that line. But now. 1, 2, 3. But now we caught against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. Just kept going because I think you can perhaps, hopefully, have just heard what the line was going to do. It doesn't do anything unpredictable there. So it's just the start. But now we caught. Try that with me again. 2, 3. But now we caught against the tide. So that line feels kind of quite tune-like. Those distant days are flashing by. Okay, let's go from top of verse 2, what we've got so far. You just come out the chorus and you've heard. Yeah, once upon and once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. But now we caught against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. Let's do it again. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. But now we caught against the tide. Those different days are flashing by. I've just demonstrated to you what can happen when you get the lyrics the wrong way around. A different life, those distant days. A different life, those distant days. And that's why I think I always tripped up with this song lyrically. So we have to kind of be prepared. I'm preparing you. Learn from my mistakes. Different life, those distant days. Okay. That is verse 2. Yeah. So these verses and choruses so far in the song are quite short, aren't they? But I think really important just to look back at verse 2. Once upon that's different there. A different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. But now, you're the only voice part that kind of has that entry. But now we call against, and you're kind of back into that familiar tune there. Super duper. Bass. We're going to sing everything we've got with the piano first and then the track. So from the top, I'll play the introduction. Singing softly. Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Try to square not being there, but think that I should have been. It's the chorus. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Little instrumental. Verse 2. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. But now we crawl against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. Great song. Just really simple chords. Simple but effective. I will probably emphasize this more obviously in our live Zooms, and you'll be able to hear a lot more how the different harmonies are working together. But the dynamic, we're singing out obviously a bit more in verse 2, but it feels and sounds fuller, so that will be quite instinctive. It's mostly about the subtle dynamic shifts that are happening in the chorus, because the chorus isn't very long, but it's really effective if we can kind of have lifted it to a certain place, but then we just come out of that tail end. Hold back, make it breathy and a bit more genteel. Great. Okay, let's sing the whole thing again. Bass part, but this time with the track. Starting note. Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Sing it a bit more. Tried to square not being there, but think that I should have been. Chorus. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. Bass coming in. But now we caught against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. I want to sing distant and different in the wrong order. So you can hear in verse 2, we'll spend a lot more time in our live Zooms kind of building back up again how those harmonies are working together, but most importantly bass. But now we crawl against the tide. If you can be strong with that kind of starting position, well done. That's it for now. So just going to summarize any movements that we've got so far, and then I'll conduct the whole choir. Well done. Week 1 tutorial, tick. Very, very, very quick movement summary. I'm just going to press play on the track. Introduction, you're standing still. Try it with me now. Get up off your feet. We keep standing still. Bass and lower alto start.
Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between.
We'll continue to stand still, upper alto sopranos joining us.
Tried to square not being there, but think that I should have been.
Chorus 1, still standing still.
Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide.
All right,
Hold
going
back
into
the
verse
river,
2,
hold
we step
back.
out from once, 2, 3, 4.
Once
So we've got this kind of fairly quick moving sway. 2 halves of the choir.
Rode our bikes into the sky. But now
Yeah,
we
the sway keeps going.
against the tide. Those
As we go into chorus 2,
days are flashing by.
we bring in a double click.
Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold
I know we haven't looked at chorus 2 yet, that's for next week, but it's worth mentioning that coming out of that sway in verse 2, you will be going into a double click. So direction of your sway, upper altos and sopranos, when it happens, you're stepping up with your left foot and shoulder, lower altos and bass with your right. Okay, and that's it. So let's give it a try now with me conducting you, singing your part, and if you want to, have a go at putting that sway in. All right, off we go.
Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Tried to square not think that I should have been. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. But now we crawl against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I